Welcome back to Thucydides Explains Everything. Now, one of the things I should have told you in the last episode is that you can actually ask me what to explain. Obviously, I've got a very long list of things that I think you need to understand, but there may be things that you don't understand, and I'm simply taking it for granted that you do. So, quite simply, drop me one of your emails to thucydidesexplains@outlook.com, and I'll do my best to get round to it. And I've had a message precisely along these lines from a BJ in London. Now, dear Thucydides, always been a massive fan, love your Pericles. Now, we're having a spot of bother at the moment, and I was wondering if you could help. What's this social distancing thing people have been talking about? Well, BJ, you've come to the right place, because I have all too real experience, far too many painful memories of exactly what you're going through. In the second year of the Great War between Athens and Sparta, the city of Athens was struck by a devastating plague. It came out of nowhere. Well, actually, it came out of Ethiopia, but most people didn't know that. And it caused devastating suffering. The symptoms were numerous and horrible. There was the fever. There was the cough, there was the dry retching, there was the feeling of burning inside, so people would hurl themselves into cold water, drink insatiably, and be unable to bear the slightest touch of a sheet or clothing on their skin. There were the ulcers, the pustules, and then in due course, the gangrene in the extremities, the memory loss, the loss of sight, and so on and so forth. I mean, I had this. I thankfully came out of it more or less in one piece. But, really not at all a good experience. And we still don't know exactly what caused it, even with my detailed, wonderfully objective account of everything. Medical people, even your medical people, are still baffled. But what we do know is what we can do about it. You see, the major problem is what I believe you people know as infection or contagion, the way that the disease passes from one person to another. So those who were tending the sick became sick themselves. The doctors were worse of all. So some people were left to die alone. People were too afraid to go and see them. And those who felt from a sense of duty that they should continue to go and see them, well, they tended to catch the disease and become sick themselves. Now, this is truly a terrifying experience, but there is one simple answer: social distancing. What does this mean? Well, imagine that you're a hoplite. Best to go for sort of, everyday experience to help sort of make the lesson clear. Imagine that you're a hoplite. Take your spear, hold it in the standard underarm position, and thrust forward. The tip of your spear establishes the safe zone. Here, I've done this for you. Quite simply, keep your distance or die. Maintain your safe zone. Hold your spear out in the forward position, and that's where you should keep people. Keep them back. Take care. Keep your distance or die. Now, of course, one thing to keep in mind here is that when your enemy, when you're sort of a Spartan or a Persian or whatever, is at the other end of your spear, well, they may be at a safe distance, but they are still your enemy, and they may retire a bit further back and start firing arrows at you. The people you're holding at the tip of your metaphorical spear are still your friends, they're still your family, they're still your fellow citizens. So don't stick the spear into them. Just maintain the distance. And actually, more than that, what you can also do, if you'll give me a moment, Put a shopping bag at the end of your spear. Keep them supplied, keep them cared for. Just keep your distance.